Good morning, students. I just wanted to let you know that today the topic would be curriculum, syllabus, and course of study. This is the topic which we are going to cover today. Now, we have studied in the earlier classes what curriculum is. पाठचर्या जिसे हम कहते हैं, इसके बारे में हमने अभी पढ़ा था और हम आगे जिसमें पढ़ेंगे that is related to curriculum, syllabus, and course of study. Now, curriculum, often the term curriculum and syllabus are used in synonymously. कई बार हम जब बात करते हैं रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में तो हम पाठचर्या और पाठ्यक्रम दोनों को इंटरचेंज कर लेते हैं, एक दूसरे की जगह पे इस्तेमाल करते हैं, but it is not the correct form. Simply because curriculum is a much more wider concept, much more broader concept. It takes into account many more aspects, and syllabus, you will come to know soon in this class that it is a part of curriculum, not the either way around. Now, ये जो curriculum है, this curriculum comprises of all that is undertaken to achieve the educational aims, whether in or outside school. Now, आप ये देखेंगे कि ये इतनी सारी जो चीजें हम लोग बात करते हैं, what exactly are we talking about? Now, ये curriculum केवल उन चीजों को लेकर नहीं चलता जिसमें सिर्फ एजुकेशनल एम्स होते हैं, बल्कि इसके बजाय जितने भी जो भी स्कूल के अंदर या स्कूल के बाहर क्लासरूम में जितनी भी एक्टिविटीज कंडक्ट की जाती हैं जिसका इम्पैक्ट बच्चों के टेम्परामेंट पे, बिहेवियर पे, बच्चों की लर्निंग पे पड़ता है, उन सभी को इंक्लूड करके करिकुलम के अंतर्गत हम लेते हैं. जहां तक सिलेबस की बात है, सिलेबस comprises of the outline of topics for a particular level together with the names of textbooks. Now, syllabus, as we know, is the prescribed textbooks. They are prescribed textbooks. There are the content matter is all given what exactly we are dealing with. Then we come to students who are evaluated. They are not evaluated on the basis of their curriculum, but they are evaluated on the basis of what they have studied, the complete syllabus that is in the time frame, which is comprising of the details of examinations. So we find that examinations are conducted. We find that different activities which are conducted over related to all that is being taught in the total system of education for that particular subject. हर विषय का, हर सब्जेक्ट का कंटेंट मैटर होता है और उस कंटेंट मैटर के लिए प्रिस्क्राइब सिलेबस होता है, उसके लिए प्रिस्क्राइब किताबें होती हैं, टाइम लिमिट होता है, उस टाइम बाउंड होता है, so that according to that time this system of education has been you can say completed in that period of time. So what happens, the examination is also conducted for this time period and the students learn accordingly. The exact quantity, the number of chapters, the topics, the boundaries are set, you can say, and so it becomes simpler for the students to understand. So you can say, students, that curriculum is the whole, while syllabus is its part, but a detailed one at that. You cannot say it's a very small content matter, just a very little part. No, not a little part. It's a complete whole in itself, but a part of the curriculum system. So this is the basic difference which we will discuss first of all regarding curriculum and syllabus. So curriculum and syllabus, चाहे जितना आप उसको एक दूसरे से मिंगल करें, पाठ्यक्रम और पाठ्यचर्या दोनों भिन्न हैं, दोनों में अंतर है, दोनों को एक दूसरे से मिलाकर बात नहीं की जा सकती है. Next we come to what is the difference between curriculum and course of study. Now, the curriculum comprises all that is included in the plan for achievement of educational aims, whether the plan is executed within the four walls of the school or outside. कई बार क्या होता है कि जो कुछ हम करिकुलम को कंप्राइज करते हैं, उसमें जो कुछ भी लेते हैं, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू द एज अ पार्ट और प्लान फॉर अचीवमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन। जो जितने शैक्षिक उद्देश्य होते हैं, उन शैक्षिक उद्देश्यों को लेने के लिए हम कहते हैं कि ये प्लान एग्जीक्यूट हुआ। जो क्लास के, जो स्कूल के, जो बाउंड्री वॉल है, जो उसका एरिया का है, उस एरिया के अंतर्गत जो एक्टिविटीज कंडक्ट कराई जाती हैं, उसको आप लेते हैं करिकुलम। लेकिन अगर हम कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी की बात करें, सो कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी इज लिमिटेड इन एक्सटेंट टू द स्टडी ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट और डिसिप्लिन। आप कह सकते हैं जिस कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी की हम बात कर रहे हैं, वो उसकी पेरिफेरी छोटी होती है, उसका दायरा लिमिटेड होता है, उसका एक्सटेंट कम होता है, वो केवल उस पर्टिकुलर विषय से संबंधित होता है या उस पर्टिकुलर अनुशासन जिसमें हम कहते हैं उससे संबंधित होता है, और वो लिया जाता है करिकुलम के अंदर। और ये करिकुलम जो कंप्राइजेस करता है, दैट इज रिलेटेड टू द कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी। और भिन्न चीजों को हम जब डिस्कस करते हैं कि करिकुलम क्या है, कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी क्या है, इसके अंतर्गत सिलेबस क्या आता है, तो यहाँ पे डिफरेंस ये होता है कि करिकुलम इज सिंपली कंप्राइजिंग ऑफ ऑल द एक्टिविटीज within the campus as well as outside the campus, and the purpose being that educational activities, academic activities जितनी भी हो रही हैं वो करिकुलम के अंतर्गत आती हैं. But there are aspects which are related to the fact the course of study is relating to the activities, while course of study is only a part of curriculum. Again, syllabus भी एक curriculum का हिस्सा है और आपका कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी भी एक करिकुलम के अंतर्गत आता है. आप कह सकते हैं अगर हम एक बड़ा सा सर्कल बनाते हैं जिसको हम करिकुलम लेते हैं, उसके अंतर्गत हम दो छोटे सर्कल बना लें तो वो होंगे कोर्स ऑफ स्टडी और syllabus. Students, I hope you are following and understanding it. Next, I come to the point that exactly what is curriculum and what is syllabus. Now, syllabus is a lesson plan which contains a list of subjects for one study, including standard competencies, including basic competencies, main material, learning activities, indicators, evaluation, time, and resources. Now, this simply means कि syllabus के अंतर्गत हम कौन-कौन सी activities को लेंगे. जो लेसन प्लान में हम पढ़ाने के दौरान हम जिन चीजों को इंक्लूड करते हैं सब्जेक्ट स्टडी के अंतर्गत, वी फाइंड दोज एक्टिविटीज आर इंक्लूडेड. नाउ ये एक्टिविटीज क्या हैं? सिलेबस के अंतर्गत आप ये पाएंगे कि इसमें सब्जेक्ट्स में एक विषय को लेकर के जिनको इंक्लूड किया जाता है, दैट इज रिलेटिंग टू द डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स. नाउ there have been differences, there have been many times many things have been said, but when it comes to education, the two concepts which pop up in our mind always, which are commonly you can say related to the fact that when we talk about when it comes to the education level, we say that the two concepts which will come to our mind at once, which are commonly constructed as syllabus and curriculum. But this syllabus and curriculum will always, you can understand that the subject as well as the topic of the subject will always be in the course of study. And on one hand, curriculum implies that the chapters and the academic content taught in the school and the college is covered under it, but it is always the knowledge, the skill, the competencies which the students should learn and understand during their study. The fundamental difference you can say between syllabus and curriculum is that that syllabus is focusing towards one particular area, one particular subject, you may say. But whereas when we talk about curriculum, it means complete development, it means complete development or all-round development of the student. Now, similarly, there are differences between these two. That is, you can say there are differences in various aspects. For example, when we talk about syllabus, we say that the syllabus is the document that contains all the portions of the concepts covered in a subject, whereas curriculum is the overall content which is taught in the educational system of our school or any place. Now, when we talk about how it has originated, now the word syllabus is a Greek word, but curriculum we know is a word which is Latin word which has been used as a Latin word. Now, the nature is very descriptive when we talk about in terms of syllabus, but it is prescriptive when we talk about in terms of curriculum. Now, this is another aspect which we come to. Then the next thing is the syllabus which is developed, the principles along which we talk about, that is syllabus is a very scientific terminology which is used, and it is of utmost relevance because examinations are conducted, the students come to know about various aspects. Then it has to be naturally very systematic, very organized, and it has to be very much in control. If the students do not have it in a very scientific manner and a systematic manner, then the students will suffer because syllabus is not, if not decided properly. Then we come to the fact that the consistency, or how we would say how much is the actual and the contextual aspect. Then we come to the flexibility level. Now, the flexibility is also there in the fact that it is related to curriculum and it is the actual thing that we are talking about. But once we talk about the exam system, it is related to the exam system comes only under the syllabus which is designed. But as far as curriculum is designed, there is no examination that is to be conducted on that part. So the government or the examination, the control, the organization which is there of the school or the college, it looks into that aspect. Then we come to for a very fixed period of time, that is, for example, 1 year course, 2 year course, 4 semesters, 6 semesters. That is how the syllabus is designed for that particular subject, that particular paper. And but as long as the curriculum we are talking about, it lasts for whatever the amount. So it might, the syllabus is for only maybe one particular paper, the subject, but and varies from teacher to teacher also. But as long as we are talking about curriculum, it is same for all the teachers. It does not change. Now, syllabus may be defined as a document which is consisting of topics, portions covered and of particular subjects, and the electronic form that we talk about in terms of various aspects. Now, the syllabus is, you can say, consisting of various aspects which is relating to the subject and the problem of the consisting curriculum. Then we come to the next aspect, that is relating to how we can bring about those changes. Now, if we talk about the definition of curriculum, the plan for action or a written document that includes strategies for achieving desired goals or ends is a definition given by Tyler in 1949. Now, this exactly emphasizes a plan for action. Then it emphasizes on what is written. Curriculum is including different aspects where the set of plans or the arrangements made regarding the objectives and the content material, as well as the means to guide the implementation of learning various activities. And in order to achieve these activities, these specific educational objectives, we find that the law is making them which was made in National Education System in article number 1 that was given, and we find various aspects are covered until it. Now, as far as the fact is concerned, that the components of syllabus, when we talk about, these components deal with various standard competencies of subject. The standard competence means various aspects where we learn about the outcome, how it has come about, what is the relation between the two, how we can possibly change them, and thus the learning outcome is indicated. Why, when we are talking about syllabus, the learning activities have to be talked about, and the time allocation. How much time has been allocated and how the evaluation will be done. ये मूल्यांकन कैसे किया जाएगा, कितना समय रखा गया है उसके लिए, एक पर्टिकुलर सिलेबस के लिए कितना समय, कितने सिलेबस पार्ट को, कितने सब्जेक्ट को दिया जा रहा है, इस पर बहुत सारी चीजें हमारी केंद्रित होती हैं. जो मेन मटेरियल है, जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, उनको, उनके बारे में देखना पड़ता है. Then we come to the components of curriculum. हम सभी इस बात को जानते हैं कि कंपोनेंट्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस रखते हैं हमारे लिए, कि वो गोल क्या है. एंड देन वी कम टू द कंटेंट मैटर, द मेथड एंड द इवैल्यूएशन. नाउ ये जो हम बात करते हैं गोल की, व्हाट इज दैट गोल दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. द गोल ओवर हियर मींस जो उद्देश्य करिकुलम का है, क्या है उसका उद्देश्य. उद्देश्य होता है किसी भी बच्चे को, किसी भी लर्नर को उस कंप्लीट पर्सनालिटी को डेवलप करना, टू रीच टू द अल्टीमेट एम, द एंड वेयर द स्टूडेंट्स आर टू बी टॉट अबाउट. नाउ ये जो करिकुलम होता है, करिकुलम केवल चूंकि क्लास तक सीमित नहीं है, लेकिन उसके साथ साथ में बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज होती हैं, बहुत सारे कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं जिनको ध्यान में रखा जाता है. और अल्टीमेट कंपोनेंट जो होता है, द पर्पस बीइंग टू रीच द गोल. जब तक उस ध्येय तक, उस उद्देश्य तक नहीं पहुंच जाते, तब तक हमारे लिए उसकी इफेक्टिवनेस नहीं होती है. सो वी कैन से that this learning activity, this relating to our different aspects, is simply the point, you can say, reaching out to different aspects. Now we come to the point that what are the methods that are applied, what are the methods which are applicable for curriculum. करिकुलम में, ये पाठचर्या में जिस विधि का को अपनाया जाता है, उसका पर्पस ये होता है कि जैसे आपके जो मेथड्स होते हैं, लर्निंग बाय डूइंग, लर्निंग बाय एक्टिविटी, लर्निंग टू डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन, फील्ड एक्टिविटीज, द डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज आर कंडक्टेड, और उन एक्टिविटीज के माध्यम से गोल तक पहुंचा जाता है. कई सारे मेथड्स इस प्रकार से होते हैं कि that they are reaching out only one by one aspect, you can say, and the learning is not achieved. Now मेथड कैसा होना चाहिए, वो बच्चे, एक बच्चे से दूसरे बच्चे पर वेरी करता है. इट इज नॉट वन एंड द सेम मेथड फॉर एवरी सब्जेक्ट, फॉर एवरी टॉपिक, फॉर एवरी चाइल्ड. तो ये जो करिकुलम का हमारा है, उस करिकुलम के अंतर्गत हमारी मेथोडोलॉजी भी डिफर करेगी. मेथोडोलॉजी कैसे डिफर करती है? You have to understand the point that the curriculum, when the complete development of personality is being talked about, why is it that students also have schools and colleges going for having yoga? योगा का पर्पस ये है कि फिजिकल फिटनेस एज वेल एज मेंटल फिटनेस. जब पर्सनालिटी को हम डेवलप करने की बात कर रहे हैं, उसमें ये सारे मेथड्स एप्लीकेबल होते हैं. जब आप लाइब्रेरी बच्चों को भेजते हैं, बच्चों की बुक्स की और रीडिंग हैबिट डेवलप की जाती है, that is also again developing the vocabulary, the imagination, the creativity, the understanding level. It is according to the ability and the aptitude and interest of the child, जिसके हिसाब से आप learning को develop करते हैं. You will find that this content matter, what is important is not just the content. The thing that is more important is the fact that content which is being taught other than the academic is being told to the children. The children are learning, the children are accepting those things, and they are becoming a part and parcel of it. So this content matter has to be taught in which manner, so that the learning may be applicable. The teaching methodology should be adopted, and it should be it should reach the students. Now we come to the evaluation part. किसी भी चीज को जब आप टीचर सिखाती है, पढ़ाती है, तो उसका पर्पस तब सर्व होता है जब उसका मूल्यांकन करने पे पाया जाए कि टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस हैज बीन सक्सेसफुल. हम 50 तरीके की चीजें बच्चों को सिखाते हैं, मगर अगर वो इवेलुएट करने पे पाया जाए कि वो गोल नहीं पहुंच पाए, that means that the content matter has not reached the candidate. Like we talk about teaching being a teaching consisting of the components such as student, teacher, and curriculum. जब इन तीनों का आपस में समन्वय होगा, जब intermingling of teacher with the students reaching out to the goal via the medium of curriculum and the method being appropriate for that particular student, then we can say that learning has been achieved. Now, ये जब हम देखते हैं तो इसको पाने के लिए हमें बहुत ज़्यादा अधिक एफर्ट करना पड़ता है. And this effort here means that the teaching learning has been done properly. We find that there are many teachers who are responsible for the quality of the coursework, and this course is made available to the students or the teachers either in the form of maybe hard copy, maybe you can say through the medium of electronic media, but this syllabus reaches out to the students from the teachers, and then it is completed. कभी पढ़ाने से, कभी समझाने से, कभी कुछ डिक्टेट कराने से, कभी कोई टीचिंग इंफॉर्मेशन पास ऑन करे, लेकिन करिकुलम जो है वो इस तरह से पास ऑन नहीं हो सकता है. It is a long process, but it is a continuous process, and the syllabus is considered to be as a guide in the you can say in front of the students, and it helps the students to know about the subjects in details. Why is it a part of their course of study? What are the expectations from students? This has to be understood, and only then we can understand कि क्या ये consequences, क्या ये goal achieve हो पाया है ही नहीं, ये method appropriate रहा कि नहीं, और evaluation करने के दौरान अगर हमें ये एहसास होता है कि जो method था वो appropriate नहीं था, उतना effective नहीं था, then the point becomes how to make it more effective. Now, हमने बहुत जगहों पे करिकुलम की डेफिनेशन को पढ़ा, बहुत सारी चीजें, मगर जो की डिफरेंस की हम बात करते हैं या बेसिक डिफरेंस की बात करते हैं करिकुलम की, दैट इज सिंपली रिलेटिंग टू डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स, and that is the components of syllabus, and the syllabus is prescribed as a summary of topics covered or units to be taught in the particular subject. जो पर्टिकुलर एरिया बच्चों को पढ़ाया जाना है, जो यूनिट कवर करनी है, जो टॉपिक, जो सिलेबस का टॉपिक कवर होना है, उसको हम सिलेबस के अंतर्गत लेते हैं. साथ साथ में जो करिकुलम होता है वो ओवरऑल कंटेंट मैटर को डेवलप करने के लिए बोला होता है, और इसको हम एजुकेशनल सिस्टम में पढ़ाने के लिए इसको कोर्स के नाम से जानते हैं. Then we come to the syllabus, that is which varies from teacher to teacher, while the curriculum will not vary. The term syllabus, we find the origin lying in the Greek word, whereas syllabus lying in the syllabus lies in the Greek word, and the curriculum word has its roots from the Latin word. So syllabus is generally prepared by teachers, and this is in keeping in mind with various aspects कि जो मेन मटेरियल कंटेंट है वो बच्चों तक पहुंचाया जाए, जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, जो इवैल्यूएट करने की बात है, जिनको टाइम एलोकेट कर रहे हैं, तो ये सारी चीजों को देखना बहुत जरूरी होता है. Then we come to the fact that how we can make possibly these learning matters, and then we here we come to the point that this learning can be made more effective. So students, we find that the curriculum and syllabus are the two terms of education which are impacted to the students by the teachers, and it means that the knowledge which is being passed, the skills or the qualification which is being given, that are passed on from one generation to the another generation, from one lot to the other lot, from the more known to the less known. This is a subject which is a part of the syllabus, is a unit of the curriculum, and the two terms differ in a sense that the curriculum is a combination of some factors which helps in the planning of an education program, and whereas the syllabus covers the portion of what is the topic and should be taught in that particular content matter. Now, we find that the subject matter is to be given see, everything requires certain amount of time. Now, what happens When the time allocation, we talk about time allocation, this is required for syllabus. It cannot proceed until and unless there is proper procedural of syllabus. But in case of when we talk about curriculum, there is no time foundation. It covers the whole period. So it continues. And then we come to the next point, that is relating to the to the resources. Now, what resources are we talking about? We are talking about resources in terms of various aspects, such as you can say, for example, the amount of knowledge, the amount of you can say different aspects, such as which is learning which is being attained. Now learning can be achieved from many counts. Learning activities can be accepted from the libraries, from the resources, from the museums, the you can say going and visiting different places. So all those things are where the resources are coming to the students, and that is all which is going to form the part of the curriculum. At times, certain parts of the syllabus may also be included in curriculum, when we say that the students have to visit, maybe go for a visit to a factory. When we talk about different aspects, now visiting a factory, going to maybe a newspaper agency, maybe going to a printing press, all that might be a part of their syllabus, but it brings about a change in their complete curriculum, in their personality, and that is what is required. So we talk about learning which is being attained by chance, and it must be sought after by different aspects, and which is attended by different people, and these learning activities are very essential foundation in imparting academic activity. So we will say that these bring about different aspects and different changes. Then we come to know about the what is the indicator which indicates to us. Now the indicator is simply this, that whenever we find the knowledge part which is being accumulated for the purpose of examination, for the purpose of passing certain class, for the purpose of getting achieving a degree, that is syllabus. But once the knowledge comes into the contact with the person, and that knowledge is ultimately reaching out and enhancing the personality of a person, that is what we talk about in various aspects. Then we come to the point that how we can bring about the changes in curriculum, or how can we bring about those various aspects in curriculum. Now, this is of course another important aspect when we talk about, for example, the syllabus is merely a document that we are talking about, that is defining the subject. It explains the things we need to know about a subject. When a student starts to learn about a specific subject in a class, he needs to know about that particular subject. He needs to have knowledge about that subject. And the syllabus is that document which is providing guidance to the students regarding it. Now, the student can know the topics, the assignments, and the schedule of a subject. And by teaching this syllabus, the teacher is teaching this syllabus to the students, and they are accumulating knowledge pertaining to that particular area. But when we talk about curriculum, the curriculum is the content which only for that particular course, it is not which is being taught for that particular course or program. There are various kinds of skills also, you can say, which a child is learning during this period of time. The experiences, जो कुछ उसको अनुभव हो रहा है, जितने प्रकार के उसको skills को वो develop कर रहा है, ये जितना ज्ञान उसको मिल रहा है, ये सारी एक्टिविटीज उसके लिए लाभकारी है, उसकी पर्सनालिटी को एनहांस करती हैं, डेवलप करती हैं, उसको एक ज्यादा मेच्योर पर्सन बनाने में सक्षम होती हैं. So we say that it is in a broader term that no specific definition can be attained by the child. You can say that it is a combination of various instructional practices, series of things that the students are learning, and that they are able to understand and grasp. And as a result, their personality will undergo certain amount of changes. तो ये जो various types of curriculum हैं, जिसको हम बात करते हैं कि एक्सप्लिसिट करिकुलम होता है, हिडन करिकुलम होता है, और ये जो वेरियस काइंड ऑफ रिटन होता है। मगर ये जो करिकुलम्स होते हैं, इसमें सिलेबस का बहुत बड़ा रोल होता है. सिलेबस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ दैट करिकुलम which necessarily should be taught. So syllabus, you will say, is a Greek word, and the scope of curriculum is much more vast than that of, you can say, reaching out to various aspects. Now, ये जो चीज की हम बात करते हैं कि किस तरह से हम उस पर पहुंचते हैं, तो the syllabus and curriculum has a different, you can say, the difference that we have talked about over here. Syllabus is the document that contains all the portions of concepts covered in a subject. ये जो subject है, syllabus, पूरा syllabus का अगर हम अर्थ की बात करें, तो ये पाठ्यक्रम क्या है? पाठ्यक्रम जो है ये एक डॉक्यूमेंट है, एक रिटन डॉक्यूमेंट की तरह से, जिसके अंतर्गत सारा सिलेबस कंटेन करता है, सारे पोर्शंस को ऑफ कंसेप्ट्स कवर्ड इन अ सब्जेक्ट. करिकुलम जो है वो ओवरऑल कंटेंट है, जो कि पढ़ाया जाता है एक एजुकेशन सिस्टम में, एक पर्टिकुलर कोर्स के अंतर्गत, लगातार निरंतर चलते रहने वाला प्रक्रिया. जहां तक ओरिजिन की बात है, syllabus, again I will say, syllabus is a Greek term which is used and curriculum is a Latin word. कहां से derivation हो रहा है, originate कर रहा है? Syllabus has been derived from the Greek word and curriculum has been derived from the Latin. How do we set it for? We set it for as a subject. When we talk about syllabus, we are setting it out as a subject. और जहां तक करिकुलम की बात है, वो एक कोर्स की तरह से है जिसको हम प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं. और नेचर की बात करें तो सिलेबस का नेचर डिस्क्रिप्टिव होता है, इसको डिस्क्राइब किया जा सकता है, लेकिन करिकुलम जो है प्रिस्क्रिप्टिव होता है. व्हाई इज दैट सो? नेचर बहुत ही सिलेबस का, जिसको कि आप लंबे समय तक, अंतराल तक डिस्क्राइब कर सकते हैं, कि उसको आप रिटन डॉक्यूमेंट के फॉर्म में है, सब बच्चों को पता होता है, टीचर को पता होता है कितना कवर कराना है, क्या सिलेबस कंटेंट मैटर है. बट as far as curriculum is concerned, it is not prescribed in limited forms. It is in a vast form. It is much more area is covered, and syllabus being just a part of curriculum. जहां तक स्कोप की बात करी जाए तो सिलेबस बहुत ही नैरो लेवल है, छोटा सा दरिया है, जिसका दायरा इसका बहुत ही शॉर्ट में आता है. लेकिन अगर हम बात करते हैं करिकुलम की, तो ये एक वाइड या ब्रॉड पर्सपेक्टिव है जिसके अंतर्गत हम डिस्कस करते हैं. देन वी कम टू द हाउ इज इट सेट आउट. सिलेबस तब तक कंप्लीट नहीं माना जाता जब तक कि एग्जाम नहीं होता. जो सिलेबस का मैटर है वो एग्जाम होता है, उस पे कंडक्ट किया जाता है. और करिकुलम की बात है, वहां पे करिकुलम को गवर्नमेंट के या एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ स्कूल या कॉलेज जो है इंस्टीट्यूट का है, दैट इज हाउ इट इज डिसाइडेड. उसकी पेरिफेरी में नहीं मानते, उसको ब्रॉड पर्सपेक्टिव पे रखते हैं. और हर व्यक्ति का करिकुलम को देखना, समझना का जो अंदाज होता है, जो पर्सपेक्टिव होता है, इट वेरीज. And because it varies, because there are individual differences, and syllabus तो सबके लिए वही है, मगर करिकुलम सबके लिए वो नहीं है. करिकुलम में अंतर आ जाता है, किसी ने कितना ज्यादा ग्रास्प किया है, किसी ने कितना ज्यादा अपनी पर्सनालिटी को डेवलप किया है, और किसी में उतना डेवलपमेंट नहीं हुआ है. Then we come to the terms. So the term, the area of curriculum of syllabus is a very fixed term. It is normally a year, you can say. लेकिन जहां तक करिकुलम की बात आती है, करिकुलम का कोर्स लास्ट करता है, वो लंबे अरसे तक चलता है. और टर्म रिगार्डिंग सिलेबस इज फिक्स्ड फॉर अ वेरी, मे बी 1 year, मे बी 2 year. लेकिन करिकुलम इज अ लॉन्ग बेस्ड थिंग. जब तक वो कोर्स चलता है, ऐसा नहीं कि 6 महीने का एक सेमेस्टर हुआ तो सिलेबस का आपका उस सेमेस्टर का सिलेबस है, करिकुलम नहीं है. मगर करिकुलम, जैसे आपका बीएड का कोर्स चल रहा है तो यू हैव 2 year कोर्स, सो द करिकुलम विल लास्ट फॉर द होल कोर्स. लेकिन सिलेबस जो है वो आपका लास्ट करेगा for only that particular semester or that period of time. Then we come to the uniformity level. Uniformity क्या है? Uniformity over here is relating to various things such as you can say the teacher is teaching different aspects to the students. और वो सारे एस्पेक्ट्स को समझने में बच्चों को जितना टाइम लगता है वो अलग होता है, लेकिन करिकुलम की पढ़ने में, लेकिन सिलेबस में टाइम बाउंड है, उतने ही टाइम में सिखाना होता है, उतने ही टाइम में समझा जाता है. So these are various aspects which we talk about, how we can bring it into change, how we can bring about those changes, how they can occur, and we will be part of that system. दोनों की जहां तक सिमिलैरिटीज की बात करी जाए तो बोथ करिकुलम एंड सिलेबस आर रिलेटेड टू व्हाट इज टॉट. दोनों के लिए जहां तक हम बात करते हैं कि उसमें क्या दोनों में सिमिलैरिटीज आती हैं, तो वी विल फाइंड द सिमिलैरिटीज में कि दोनों को पढ़ाया जाता है, दोनों पढ़ाए जाने चीजों से संबंधित हैं. बोथ आर प्रोवाइडिंग गाइडलाइंस फॉर लर्निंग टू द स्टूडेंट्स. गाइडलाइंस तो दोनों ही प्रोवाइड करते हैं. Both of these provide outlines. Curriculum is the outline of a particular course and syllabus is an outline of a particular subject of a course. ये इसका basic similarity लेकिन दोनों की यही है. Both, that is curriculum and syllabus, they identify with the specific concepts which are to be taught to the students. And the technique and the schedule both, जो आइडेंटिटी है, जो टेक्निक है, जो स्पेसिफिक कंसेप्ट्स हैं, जो स्टूडेंट्स का शेड्यूल है, सब में सिमिलैरिटी होती है. बोथ हैव देयर ओन इम्पोर्टेंस एंड आर नेसेसरी फॉर एन एकेडमिक एक्टिविटी. आप ये नहीं कह सकते हैं कि हमारे लिए करिकुलम ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, सिलेबस कम इंपॉर्टेंट है, या सिलेबस ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है और करिकुलम ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. So it is basically relating to both the aspects. Then we come to the conclusion part, that curriculum and syllabus are two essential components in an educational program, and curriculum is a set of courses, coursework, and content offered at a school. Syllabus is the focused outline of the subject. Therefore, the main, you can say, the guidelines, the main difference between curriculum and syllabus is that curriculum is a set of guidelines for educators, whereas a syllabus is more, you can say, related to these aspects. Curriculum is made at a state, district, or institutional level, and the syllabus is made by individual teachers. The curriculum is not accessible to students, whereas syllabus is. And curriculum is prescriptive, syllabus is descriptive. So students, I'm quite sure that by now you must have understood the difference and the similarity between curriculum and syllabus. Both are essential, both are important, both hold equal importance, and both are required for any system of work, any education pattern, or any course that is being conducted. So in case you find anything, you can easily go through my slide and that you will be able to understand. So we come to understand between curriculum and syllabus. They both may sound similar, but they are certainly not similar. So I thank you all students for the class. Thank you so much.